Hi, it's Hans at happierman.com. Today's topic is use your past wisely. Now, the thing about your past is, of course, it's over with. You're living now. So what happened in your past shouldn't be affecting your now and your future quite as much as you're letting it do. The past, just because you were a certain way or the circumstances of your life were a certain way in your past, that doesn't mean that has to continue. But when I'm talking about when you're using your past wisely, it's instead of becoming a victim to your past, this is how I am, this is how it is, this is how it was, this is how it shall be. Of course, that's being a victim to your past. And instead of being the victim, you want to be the victor. You want to be victorious. You want to win your life. You want to increase your happiness. You want to be a happier man. You want a happy life. You want whatever abundance and prosperity and actions and experiences that you need that you desire in your life to make your life be ideal, to make you happy in the living of it. And so if you let the past problems, irritations, frustrations dominate your thinking, there's no way you can move your life forward into something better. So that's, let's say I think you can kind of agree with that. So when I'm talking about using your past wisely, I would suggest that you probably have things in your past that you really like, that you really enjoyed, that the kind of experiences you had, you really thought, man, I would love to do that again. There might have been places you were, people you met, things you did in your past that that you really were happy doing. It might have been a time period, it might have been a place, it may have even been a very short period of time, but that's the kind of thing to combine into your future, into your life now and your future. What was going on then that made it so good? Take note, write it down, examine that. What kind of experiences were you having at that time in your past that you really loved? And can you do that kind of stuff again or something similar, right? What was that's how you use your past wisely. That's how you make use of the past for good, not bad, right? What were you doing, right? I always look back to a time period from maybe roughly 1987 to 1992 is the kind of the time period in my life where I was, let's say, on top of the world as a man. And I was a young man at that time, which is kind of the key, is young people. If you can, as an older person, if you can recapture some of the things you did as a younger man, your life is going to go up, up, up as an older man. So what was I doing back in those days? Well, I was getting done with my college. I was going to graduate school, and then a few years when I started working. So I was engineer. I'm a civil engineer. So I was at a very schooling at a very high level, and then to graduate. And graduate school, of course, is a very high level engineering, very intelligent people you're dealing with all the time. And of course, getting a job and starting to make some real money, that was the key too. But like all those things were kind of working together to make my life good. I was in college preparing myself for a great career, and then the great career started. I was spending my free time weight training, honing my body, getting more fit, more muscular, more strong, sexier looking. I was wearing contact lenses, so I looked, good. I had all my hair, I had all my teeth. There were some very good things about those days. I tried to dress nicely as much as I could. I didn't make some serious mistakes looking back, but I'm focusing on what I did, what was good. What kind of clothes was I wearing in those days that made me look good? How often was I weight training to help my muscles? How often was I doing cardio? What was I eating? What wasn't I eating? How often was I going out? What was the kind of people when I went out on the town, who was I going out with? All those things. What was my attitude, right? That's how you make wise use of your past. What was your attitude then? How did you see the world? And I find that if I just reflect back to those days, I had some enormously wild fun. I was working hard at my job to be the go-to person. I was working out hard enough to be in good shape. I was kind of eating right part of the time. There was some serious flaws, but those flaws were kind of the societal pressure on people that we all got caught up in, and that's how you use your past wisely. What were those good things that you did in the past? What do you want to do again? Also, there were things in those days that I was frustrated with that didn't go that well for me. And I've basically, all those things that are frustrating to me then, I've gotten past them now. So there's a lot of since that was a good time in my life, I want to make use of the good things that I did. And then even though that was a very, very good time in my life, there were still some things wrong with it, right? There's still frustrations and hang-ups. And I've used those frustrations and hang-ups for this time in my life to correct, right? It's almost like if I would go back in time with the frustrations and the hang-ups and the irritations solved, well, I would have a great life. So, today, I just do that. The major problems and frustrations from that time in my life, I don't have anymore. I don't have those things. I can easily go out on the town by myself and have a great time without knowing a soul. I can easily do that now. I can easily travel around the country, around the world by myself. I couldn't do that then. I can easily get up and talk in front of 50 or 100 or more people. I can easily do that. It's not that big. I couldn't do it then, right? I can make friends fairly easily now. I couldn't then. I relied on my known friends at that time. I can easily hug the people who I love the most now. I can tell people what they mean to me. I can enjoy my life a lot more now. And that is, to me, is the biggest thing I learned from the past. Using my past wisely to make my now better. All for now.